do you believe Jehovah is Almighty God? Well, of course, Jehovah's Witnesses are all excited because that's exactly what they believe. Jehovah is Almighty God. So Jehovah equals Almighty God. And then I asked the Jehovah's Witness, so is Jehovah a true God or a false God? Of course, they immediately reply, of course Jehovah is a true God. And I say, now Jesus isn't Jehovah, right? And they go, no, and now they're happy. Of course Jesus isn't Jehovah. I'll say, so, I know in John 1:1, in your translation, it says, and Jesus is, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was a mighty God, or a God. It says that Jesus was a God. I said, so you believe Jesus is a God, and in Isaiah 9:6, it calls him a mighty God. And they're like, oh yeah, sure, this is exactly correct. And then I say to them, so, is Jesus a true God or a false God? Usually they'll pause there for a minute because they're like, but they'll always say, Jesus is a true God. And then, now here's the question. Okay, so now that I've set this up, here's the question. Well, you have two true gods. Count them, two true gods. But in Isaiah 43:10, it says, before me no God was formed, and neither shall there be any after me. I am the Lord. And so how do you explain the fact that you have two true gods when the passage I just quoted says, before me no God was formed, neither shall there be any after me? Now, this is where the wheels begin to come off the wagon. Usually, though, they'll say something like this. Well, Satan's a god. And I'll say, yes, but is Satan a true God or a false God? And they'll go, he's a false God. I say, you still have two true gods. And then they'll say, yeah, well, we only worship one God. And I say, so if I had two wives, but I said I only loved one of them, that would still make me a polygamist. You still believe there are two true gods. They will try all kinds of things to get around it. For instance, there's a place where it says, I will make Moses a god to you. And I'll just say that he will be like, actually the passage is, I'll make Moses like a god to you. And I say, is there a difference? Do you see a difference between Moses being like a god to them and Moses being actually a god to them? Well, of course, it doesn't make any sense.